Hey, how's it going, everybody? Today I'm going to go over a very brief review of my current tournament Hi Capa build. This is one you guys have been seeing for like the past year now, ever since I participated in my first Speedsoft tournament in late 2020 in Sacramento. You already know what it is. It's the 5.1 gold match from Tokyo Marui. It does have an updated Lincat slide, thanks to Justin, who was able to get this to me, as well as the TLR1 flashlight that I've had with the fake TLR HL cap at the beginning, as well as the Magwell 5KU, which you can also definitely pick up on e-bike. The Supreme Mags, stop asking me where I got these because I literally got them from a friend at CubySoft City who probably got them online. It's not that hard to do some research, people. Let's go. But I do want to give a shout out to Blowback Masters because they have helped me with this build over the past year, kind of providing me parts here and there. It definitely made a lot of changes to this build over this past year. Just haven't really had the chance to work with it because I didn't want to use pistols during tournaments, and I have been doing a lot of tournaments over this past year. Another thing I did get was the Nineball Custom Skeleton Grip. Now they do have another version where if you don't like the skeleton version, it does have the grip portion onto this one, so definitely check that out. Got this from BlowbackMasters.com. So check him out when you guys get a chance. He's gonna have all these things and more, especially CubySoft. He's working with my other sponsor, CubySoft, to get all the gear that you guys need. So that's actually nice. Another retailer in the United States that's gonna hold all of this gear. I do have my belt here. This is the piece of gear that you definitely have to come up on if you're gonna be playing a lot of SpeedQB. I never like running backpacks anymore, but I do love running a comfortable belt, and this is it because it also has Velcro straps that emulate a paintball harness as well. I got my SpeedQB patch that was only given to the West Coast Invitational players on the second day. Whoever made it on the second day were able to get these. And this is so dope. Special shout out to Roy and the rest of the SpeedQB and SYG gang. As you can see here, I did install the Nineball Skeleton Grip. You know, honestly, first impressions, as soon as I got this onto the lower frame, it is a little sensitive, it might break. Kind of reminds me of the ESG HPA grips that have been out in the market, but overall, aesthetic-wise, it looks pretty dope. I have like no issues with this whatsoever, really. I guess I'll have to just test it out on the field. It does apparently claim on the website itself that on Blowback Masters, from the description of Nineball, it does explain that this could potentially warm up your mags a lot more, and I'm assuming because you're putting your hand onto the actual mag itself. It does have a little bit of a nice feel. You're feeling the grooves of the mag on either side, so it does feel a little different. Feels a little bit more slimmer. Just releasing the mag itself, you really have to pull it out, just because if you're not careful, your fingers are going to be gripping onto the mag itself and it won't release right away like you normally would for a normal Hi Capa mag. So with regards to the internals, you guys have seen this before. It's a pink cow nozzle kit with a Edge BBU all blue from Airsoft Masterpiece. It's actually been pretty helpful for me so far. Obviously, it's probably not the best combo that you guys have seen. I do have the AIP hop-up unit with the Decepticon pink 80-degree bucking. I honestly can't remember anymore, but it did increase my FPS by 10, all depending on what you have. I do have a PDI 6.00 inner barrel that matches the 5.1 length. It's not completely flush as much as I'd like, but I am going to get a longer barrel just to kind of get that going. I do have the AIP short stroke kit with the cow guide rod because you can interchange between the 4.3 and the 5.1. Obviously I have the 5.1. I'm using a 4.3 guide plug. This whole setup doesn't really fit. It just kind of cuts short and I can't really get the whole 5.1 guide plug into there. So I'm using the 4.3 standard one. And then of course 125% spring. Forgot to mention I am using 150% spring nozzle here, as well as the 150% hammer spring here. Obviously this isn't much of a crazy attentive build. I am just using this for casual play. And tournament wise too, it's been very durable for me. I don't know how to feel about this grip. It looks nice aesthetically, but with how fragile it kind of seems, I think this can only be just a casual play type of Hi Capa. So I haven't really upgraded the internals for the lower frame, and just the trigger and the hammer spring, and obviously the grip. You guys have seen that before, but nothing too crazy here. This is just my gold match that I kind of referenced off a lot of people when I first started airsofting. So this is the tournament build that I'm going to be using probably at the Syndicate tournament, maybe smaller tournaments like Modesto or anything like that. Nothing too crazy where I'm gonna have to be scrambling around to try and fix this. I'd rather use rifles. But of course, as always, if you guys have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to me. I'll always try to at least best to answer your questions on Instagram or on YouTube through the comment section. Until next time, I will see you on the next video or even tournament.